What is the smallest arrowhead that I can make? I'm kind of known for making large arrowheads, and this is kind of a medium-sized one. This is what I would consider small in the sense that I don't usually make many smaller than this. But what is the smallest possible arrowhead that I can make? Well, in the process of making arrowheads, you get a lot of these flakes down here. And so what I want to do is just maybe take a pile like this, grab a handful of these jokers, lay them right up here, and then pick the smallest ones that I find. So maybe something like that. This one has a decent size to it if one breaks. That one there. This one is nice, but it's a little too big. Looking for flat ones. Something like that maybe. It's a little too much. Maybe this one, maybe this one. Let's shoot for these 6 here as, whoops, well I guess 5 now, as potential candidates. I'm going to be using 3 different pressure flakers, and I'm going to start with this steel one here. Now, I'm going to leave these up here, I think. Leave these up here. And I'm going to start with the smallest one. Oh, there's still one here. Ooh, this is even smaller. The problem with these itty bitty little flakes is that they're just so fragile. And so what I want to do is try to see, this one's not going to work. It's too fragile. All right, so let's get this one. This is the next smallest. We already have somewhat of a base here. So I kind of want to make this triangular shaped by popping, well, this is becoming certainly more of a challenge than I thought, given how fragile these pieces are. Okay, let's go to the next one. Next size up. This is some coral, and again, it's going to be too fragile. All right, same from the same rock of coral, a little bit bigger, but still pretty thin. Uh-oh, might have a candidate. Broken 3 spots. All right, a little bit more. We're running out of rocks here. This one actually looks decent. Even my dog's curious. What kind of rocks you got over there, Jake? Nah, this one's too fragile too. All right, so we went too small. This one was an interesting size in that I think it's possible we can do something with it but it's still so thin. But if we can just get the edges right, it even popped out there, then this one would work as one of the smallest arrowheads that I've made. And you know what? It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to hold together. So obviously we've got a little bit of a base, making a little bit of a tip here. Now the one thing I will say though, although this is kind of the shape of one here, it won't have the durability that we're really looking for if we were to put this on an atlatl shaft. It would likely break and wouldn't be very fragile. You definitely have to make a handful of these for them to actually work. But you know what? For the smallest that I've made, that is not too bad. Now it's not really a point until we put some kind of notching or some kind of flute into it, and I don't want to do anything too crazy. So what I'm going to do is just kind of put a little bit of it around this to the base. We call this an incurvate base. Makes it slightly easier to haft. It's kind of like a miniature Dalton or Santa Fe point. If you're from the deep south, you may be familiar with those terms. And then what I want to do after I kind of get a good incurvate base is, at the very least, once we get a sharp tip here, come on, there we go, that's more like it, is to take a little file. You can take a stone, You can take antler. I'm going to take whatever I have. Now this is kind of a big file. We make some, or they make some smaller files, and this kind of dampens a little bit of the back edge, makes it a little bit stronger, easier to support, but also not sharp in this region, so it can be hafted a little bit easier. Now that is fairly small compared to one of my general small pieces. Now this is a little drill, and I found it to be pretty small. I made on the live stream the other day. Can we go smaller than this? Dump some of those off. Get that kind of poked me. Let's see if we can do another handful down here, maybe in the same spot. All right, what do we get? What do we get? Okay. All right, this one might be smaller, but again, don't have much to go off of. This itty bitty one's definitely smaller, that black one. This one's bigger, so I'm gonna lay it aside. This one's too long. Some of these are just so fragile, I don't think they'll work. This one may work. This one, just as a standalone, would work okay. Let's go with those. Let's go with those. Get some of these little flakes aside. Pick up my little pad here. Get my little pressure flaker back. And let's see what we can work with. Now for sake of these, I will switch it up. I'm curious if copper will do any better, but on this small little area here, there's only so much you can do. Yeah, it's already starting to break. Whoopsies. Let's see. I'm just looking for a little point. Does that count? I don't know if that counts. I don't know. It's not really refined. It's got a median ridge, which is a part of why I picked it up as well, because technically that keeps a little bit of thickness in there. I'm gonna pinch it here and try to draw some stuff off, and then to haft it, maybe if I don't break it here, a little corner notch there. How about right here? If I don't break it, look at that! Hey, that counts. I would say that counts. You got notches. You've got a little itty bitty little spear. And we've got a base to it. We can actually tighten the base up a little bit maybe. And that'll make it shorter. And so the point of this video is you can take a lot of these itty bitty little flakes and you can still make something from them, because there's thousands of little flakes. I'm going to take this file here. I'm going to file the back. I'm going to take the edge of this and go in that little notch there. Edge of this, and I got to be careful with holding it too, that I don't, oh, that almost dropped. I would have never found this. Get in that little corner there. This little corner here. That little back edge all the way around. We have us the tiniest arrowhead that I have made. But now because of that, this one's too big. This one's too big. The only real candidates we have left to try, at least in this video, are these two. Now, that one's just a little big, so I am going to lay it aside. This is really our only hope here, is to see if we can make one out of this. I'm going to go back to the steel. Actually, I'm going to try the copper again. Copper did pretty well. All right. Will it hold together? No, it already broke. that's too fragile to do anything with for sure. This has a bulb of percussion on it, so I'm hoping that because of that extra thickness, we can keep from breaking it super bad. All right, we got one side kind of done. There we go. Let's go to the other side. Please don't break. This is where that thickness is there. Ooh, almost dropped it too. All right, let me see what side. Yeah, that's the side. Okay. So I'm trying to make this the tip. It's hard to hold it, it's so small. Alright, we've got a tip. Now we need a base. Okay, uh-oh. We might have us a little something here. I don't know, it's gonna kind of cut it. I don't know if it'll cut it. It'll cut, it's sharp for sure. But will it make the small deadline? As we pop these little flakes off. Which honestly I can't pop much of anything. Let me see, let me lay it aside. Let me lay it to see if it's even smaller. It is smaller. It is smaller, but I gotta refine it a little bit more. Come on, stay together. You've come this far. So hard to hold. Alright. And again, I may just incurve at the base a little bit. That's about all you can do is just put it on a little pencil of a stick. Little twig. Find your little twig and haft it that way. That's going to do it, folks. I think that'll do it. Now let me file it down if I can hold it. Alright, hold on here. Get my file. Don't want to lose any of these. Looks like a little miniature shark tooth. Turn it just a hair. This is just the base, not the tip itself. Now to make the tip just a hair sharper, and take my little tool, get it along the edge there, and ooh, that's nearly too sharp. Ooh, that's got a little pricker of a tip. It'll be super hard to see. All right. I can take a deep breath. All right. Where's my measuring tape? All right. So my general points. This is kind of a median, usually around 5+ inches. Something about like that. Okay. Then we've got what's considered fairly small for me. A little over 3.5 inches. I made this little drill kind of as a joke. It's less than 2 inches, if I measure that right. No, more than 2 inches. But these ones here, folks, these ones here, moment of truth, we're going to put each one on the pad. This one I actually kind of like. Are we ready? It's over 3/4 of an inch by just a hair. All right. Closer to 7/8. Less than an inch. These ones, though, are going to be the kicker. Measure the white one first. I'm going to start at the half mark. All right. 1/8, 2/8, so that's 1/4 of an inch. the white one. Now for the dark one. It's going to be hard to see. I might do it on the brown so it's easier to see. Looks like all these other little flakes. Let's start on the one so it's easier for y'all to see. Oh boy. 3/16. That is itty bitty. That's about as best as I could do, folks. That's about as best as I could do, okay? Oh boy, all right. So there's your 3. This is a fun little challenge. Hope you guys found this funny, somewhat enjoyable. This has a little pricker of a tip though, I can't lie. But at least it's ground at the base of both of these and of this one. And although they would surely break on the first entry into whatever you're shooting, you know what? They're little bitty bird points. I'll take it. Thanks guys for tuning in. If you have any more challenges, let me know. I love doing this stuff. And if you want to see some bigger stuff or big blades, let me know that too. And we'll catch you on the next video. Say bye, buddy. See you on the next one.